shadow.
Oh, all right, guys. Welcome back to another reaction video from Jubilee.
From Jubilee, yes.
From Jubilee. What is this one called?
5 pastors versus 2 secret atheists.
Ah, okay. Let's bring in the 5 pastors. Oh, are we not the...
No.
Oh.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, all right.
This is odd one out.
I'm a pastor.
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 Oh, they all seem like they could be a
They
pastor.
do seem like they could all be pastors. That was good.
So what about an introduction to start things off? My name is Jay. I'm an Episcopal priest.
I'm Don, pastor, non-denominational.
Dominic, Lutheran pastor.
Paul, youth pastor, SPC.
So I'm Zach, former Calvary Chapel pastor, and now like fully Calvary guy.
Whoa! Yes.
Yeah, hence the tattoos and stuff.
Daniel, also youth pastor, non-denominational.
I'm Anna, largely non-denominational, kind of all over the place over the years.
I mean,
What's your first
I
initial
don't believe Anna.
impression?
I don't believe Anna.
I don't believe Anna either for some reason.
I also, the way that the black
And I feel bad because she's the only
woman,
girl.
Yeah, they should have mixed that up a little more.
I just, for some reason, I don't really believe.
Well, the other reason that I don't believe that is because a lot of denominations don't allow women to be pastors.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like a lot.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. So
Why is that still a thing?
I don't. Yeah, right. Because separation of church and state.
I believe the guy in the middle, the old guy. I just believe
here's
him.
the thing. I do believe him, but at the same time, wouldn't he be
That'd
the
be the
perfect one?
Yeah. But also, here's the other thing. There's 2 atheists.
Because but here's the other thing.
Okay.
There are atheists that are highly educated that have been doing this for years.
Yeah.
That have studied this to a T. The dude
I see what you're saying.
The dude in the blue could totally be like a professional atheist.
Actually, I'm calling it right now. I think one of the ones is the dude to the left of the old guy.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Dominic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's
one of
an
them.
atheist.
And maybe the one to the right too, the Asian guy.
I don't know. The full suit thing, I feel like that's just how he dresses. Like
I'm not saying because of that. He just looks very well put together, and I feel like he knows a lot. But who knows? Who knows?
Also, you got to remember this is in L.A. These are L.A. pastors. These are L.A. church people.
Ooh, that's a good point.
We're in the Bible Belt. They don't dress. They would never dress like that.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
In a weird way, that makes me even lean more towards the dude in the middle being a pastor.
question like education. So
Sure.
seminary, maybe degrees. I don't know.
Seminary, theological studies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where at?
King's College as well as Oxford University.
Okay. Was that like an MA or was it an MDiv or
You're
what?
drilling me in.
I know.
Absolutely drilling you in, dude.
No, your turn. Your
Oh,
turn.
my turn.
Your turn. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
so
Give it to him.
So I'm in an MA program at Western Seminary currently.
I went to Calvary Chapel Bible College.
Come on, dude.
And then did the Veritas program, so a degree in theology with a focus in biblical studies.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Actually, not really a formal institution, but I grew up in such a rural area. There was just nothing for so far. So almost more like an apprenticeship kind of context.
yeah.
Tiny town with tinier towns around it.
Can you what is like practicing as a pastor? Can you can you pastor without like a degree? Like you don't have to.
No, you don't have to.
Okay, so that doesn't like completely just exclude her.
No, but
it's just-
I don't like how she's like, kind of just like a
Also,
rural.
did it not seem like she was shaking?
Yeah, she seems so nervous.
So nervous.
They're gonna vote her out so quick. It's gonna be unbelievable. God, the way that the guy in the blue looks, I'm like, you might be an atheist.
He looks like a lizard. What's going on?
He looks like he's spent one too many days in the sun. You know what else I just thought of too? Some of these people could have gotten the education they're saying, went into the church, and then realized that, oh, this is all bullshit. And then backed out of it so they could know a lot about it. It's kind of like how when me and you talk about Bible stuff, like we did like all the Bible, like the 250, all that kind of crap for years. So we know a lot about the Bible.
Yeah.
That could be...
So we all would kind of come to the same Lutheran church primarily when I was studying.
What kind of Lutheran church?
Again, such a small area that just Luther. There's so few people together.
Generic brand.
Yes, generic, run-of-the-mill Lutherans.
I like that.
Immediately, I thought, well, if she's a Lutheran pastor, she would definitely say which denomination she would be.
What town did you grow up in?
Upper Michigan, actually. Very small area.
What town?
Upper Michigan.
In response to what town? It's obviously
She's
her.
so
It's
bad at
obvious
this.
her.
If she's a pastor, that church
Needs to
is
fire
failing.
her. No, needs to fire her.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like at a small church, it literally probably says the name of the town.
Yeah.
Blank church.
If it's small church,
Yeah.
it's gonna say
blank Lutheran church.
yeah.
You're as a pastor, you're like kind of cultish obsessed with your town.
Yeah.
Like you're like, I need to know everybody in this town.
Do you hear Big J right here in the blue? He said, "What town?" He said,
Hey,
"What town?"
We didn't ask.
He said, "Bitch." He said, "What town?"
We did not ask upper or lower. We asked what town.
You know what's gonna be really messed up? He said, "What town?" Like he knows Upper Michigan really well.
Oh.
Near Marquette is kind of one of the big cities around there, but
Gotcha.
it's the one that someone would know.
And I've spoken very general terms. I don't even think she knew the city
Dude, she's a
that
pastor.
she came from, but she knew the city that was next to the city she came from. And at that point, I was done. So I've been there all my life, was baptized at 7 years old. I don't think I really became a believer until I was 30, to be perfectly honest. I did it because I
Whoa.
was brought up, and this is what you're supposed to do. You do what they do, and what they say, and you believe, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, and then I got kicked out.
What?
There was a lot to unpack there.
Wait a minute.
First thing was I got baptized when I was 7, but I didn't start believing until I was 30.
Hey man, that's a gap.
Like-
you know what that means is that me and you still have plenty of time to turn around and become raging Christians. We still got plenty of time.
We got plenty of time.
Anna.
From what I knew about Lutherans, there should have been a very specific answer to that question, and that kind of threw me off.
I think he's an atheist. I think they threw him in there as a joke. Did you hear the way he said, "From what I know about Lutherans"? Like he said that in a way of like I've studied so different denominations.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like I know Lutherans.
Yeah.
What is the Christianity like?
Oh, like denomination. I have
Like,
no
what
fucking-
is-
I have no clue.
He was saying within the Lutheran. Like there's different
Yeah.
denominations within the Lutheran. I didn't know that. There's different types of Lutherans? What?
It's almost like it's all fake.
I would love if literally the only difference between the Lutherans was like what they ate. Like this one, like they can't have bread. This one, they can't have milk. This one, they can't have meat.
They're like, do y'all, what do you think about sesame seeds? It's like, no, we can't have that. And you're like, oh, you one of them non-sesame seed Lutherans? You son of a bitch. That's like, can you picture within the Lutheran church, like the wives of the Lutheran church come in that can't have starch, and they're like, we got corn dogs for the brunch off, and they're like, non-starch, of course, and then they're all like, ah! They're all gonna vote Anna.
ANNA.
Yeah,
Done.
get out of here.
Of course, the woman's not. passed.
So that's
Check your bias. Bye.
Being the only woman in the group today was a little tricky. Obviously, not being able to always edge my way into the conversation, was not able to present it in the way that I would have liked. And
No, come on. I didn't think she was gonna be like that sort of a loser. Come on,
I didn't
bro.
think you were gonna be that sort of a loser.
Dude, you
also,
didn't know what town you were.
Also, you could totally just have been like, yeah, I suck at improv. Like, they didn't vote you because you were a woman. That would be like me or you.
Just name a town.
Yeah, exactly. I would be like, hey, man, where are you from? From, like, middle Alabama?
Yeah.
And it's like, what town
I
in
can
middle?
name
like,
10 towns.
Yeah.
It's a small town blank in between blank and blank.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I would be able to, like, say things,
Yeah.
like, quickly. And also, that's a red flag when you're lying like that, is if you begin every sentence with,
Yeah.
because you have to have time to think.
But the thing is, they pressed her and she still couldn't name
Yeah.
anything. She just named like
She was
it's
like
near a big city.
She still went like outside of like Marquette, one of those smaller ones that like you would know. What does that mean?
What?
You suck at lying. Get out, Anna.
Yeah. It's
Also,
not a
I'm sorry.
women thing.
We're about to find out because they learn if they voted someone out.
Yeah.
Right? If she's a pastor, reevaluate your whole church.
Yeah. Or
She
just,
better
like,
not be in charge
did
of
she just have a
anything.
stroke when she like
Maybe she just
She
sucks
forgot
at. Okay,
everything.
but that's the other
She forgot her denomination. She forgot
her town.
Her town. Those are the two only things that you would need to know.
Yeah.
I walked in and I was so happy that there was a female pastor because they're the only types of people that are as rare as gay pastors like myself. It's very much still new where we're seeing queer pastors and queer worship leaders and queer Christians. Tell me, you got kicked out for why?
I got kicked out. Well, I got kicked out because I was in the church, and as I grew older in the church, I began to ask questions that to me were very obvious.
What was one of those questions?
Is baptism essential for salvation? You know, communion, you know, some of those, you know, battleground questions that oftentimes separate, you know, faith and denominations,
I pastored high school kids for years, and I never had any of them asking me that question.
I want to know what everybody's ministry responsibilities are.
Wait, what? What was he saying? Like, he dismissed his question? He said high school kids have never...
Don't ask that question, bro, because high school kids are idiots.
Yeah, what does that even mean?
That actually would be something. Now I'm suspicious of him because that would actually be something that I would think later in life. It's like, why do we have to get dipped in the water to technically be allowed to go
That's
to
like
heaven?
a later in life thing.
Yeah, dumb high school bitches are just like, I love getting baptized.
Yeah.
It's like these people that get baptized every Sunday.
Yeah, just to like show their friends and
Yeah, exactly.
have their family come.
You know how many bitches have I have decided t-shirts? And there's 30 of them.
Yeah.
30 t-shirts. I can
And,
name
and
9.
now they're not even Christian.
Yeah, I can name 9 of them right now. The gay pastor, I believe him.
Yeah.
Genuinely. If he is the atheist, he's doing a really good job.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job. And he picked a strong stance to
Yeah. He's like I'm a gay pastor. I'm gonna die on this hill.
That's a good.
Yeah.
If he's an atheist, that's good.
I'm an assistant teaching pastor, and so we're replanting, revitalizing. So I'm an elder and a teaching pastor.
I serve at a small Korean church in La Mirada, California, and I take care of the youth ministry.
I don't pastor a church. I pastor pastors.
My dick's 11 inches. You piece of shit. So I don't pastor a church. I pastor pastors.
So what kind of church do you pastor? I am better than you in every single way.
That's the weirdest way I've ever heard of literally somebody being like, so what do you do for a living? Better than you. Fuck boy.
I have a question. I mean, when was the last time you were in a hospital room with somebody, and what comfort did you give?
Have you done anything? Hey, how many hospital rooms you done this month? I've done 72. Where are you at, dog?
You know what he reminds me of? Have you ever seen
I'm out here.
He also
you ain't out here like
he also
that.
like does like the soft spoken thing. This is like such a weird reference. Have you ever seen the Bill Hader thing where he's doing an impression of Lorne Michaels, the guy who does SNL, and he goes, "Lorne is so funny because when he name drops, he acts like he's really bothered by it." He'll be like, "I was at the cafe with Tom Cruise the other day," and like he like does like that.
Oh.
He's doing like he's like he looks like the guy that would be like, "I just was in Kanye's house about a week ago, and how many hospital rooms?"
No, he
have
said,
you
when
done?"
was the last time you were in a hospital giving comfort to somebody?
I talk to people before they die.
The thing that I thought I spotted was that he was just trying too hard.
That's what I was thinking about Don. He used too many words.
He was answering the questions was very old school.
Me? I question everybody else left up there. Do they know Jesus? 'Cause I know him.
If you think
I want to hang out with Don.
Yeah,
I'd like to grab a beer with Don.
Don might make me a Christian again.
Maybe that's what we were missing. Maybe we need to go to an all-black church. That could totally be it.
So let's start with the question of what does atheism mean to you?
I talk to my kids a lot about agnosticism, more than I talk about atheism, just because of the oversimplification of like, as an atheist, I don't believe in God. Well, it's like, well, what is God?
I'm sorry, I'm stupid.
I don't even know what he.
No, I'm stupid. Can we look up what agnostic like?
Yeah, I don't know what that means either.
So Gnostic atheist, so not agnostic, Gnostic atheist, does not believe in God, claims to know. This is how it is. That's Gnostic atheist. Agnostic atheist does not believe in God, does not claim to know. So Gnostic.
Oh, so I am an agnostic atheist.
Yeah. But like it's saying that agnostic is you don't know and Gnostic is you know. So like Gnostic theist believes in God, claims to know. Agnostic theist believes in God, does not claim to know. That's weird.
Oh,
Believes in God, does
Wait,
not
does
claim to
not
know?
does believe in God.
How can you believe in
And
something
then
you
not
don't
know.
know? Oh wait, that's what they try to convince us our whole
I was
life.
about to
It's,
say
it's
that's
faith.
what Christianity is.
That's faith. Just have faith.
Wow, we could do a whole podcast.
We could do
on
a
just
whole
that.
podcast of that chart right there.
Wow.
So agnostic just means that you're like not knowing.
To be honest, I rest more of my calling more than my faith. My faith, once I had an experience and encounter with God out of drug addiction, my faith was pretty solid. But with the calling, I think I wrestled countless amount of times. In high school, my parents decided to split, and that's when I really went on a frenzy with drug addiction. I struggled with crystal meth, from my junior year. I think that's what really put me to the pit of my life, the most rock bottom of my life, and the only way I could go is to look up.
You didn't have to tell us that putting you in a pit in your life.
Also, if your parents got divorced right now, would you be like, meth? Like, you didn't go weed?
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
You didn't go alcohol? You didn't go cocaine, maybe?
Yeah, what drives people to meth?
I've always
We've talked about this in podcasts before. What drives people to go, I need a needle in my arm?
I have smoked weed. I'll smoke a lot more. I don't know at what point. You know what? Heroin.
There was a tie. The tie is between Jay and Daniel. I will give
Why did
you
he say fuck like
on the
that?
clock.
He just cussed?
I told you. Wow. Called it.
If the lights turn green, that means the mole is out and you win. If the lights turn red, that means the mole is still in the box and you lose. 3, 2, 1.
Wait, so they got both of them out?
Wow.
Nice. The moles, please reveal
It's the
themselves.
girl and the guy.
1, 2, 3.
Wow.
So we are very much in a turning point in the community when it comes to queer individuals in Christianity. Even though I do not subscribe to Christianity, it's great to see at least a portion of this community that has such a large history of having a negative agenda towards us as a community, opening up their eyes, admitting their wrongs, apologizing and seeking reconciliation. And I think that it can only be—
Wait, what?
There's a lot right there.
He was saying that he wasn't Christian? Like they were more accepting.
He was kind of giving him props.
Yeah.
I
I
still
think
don't
it's
like
cool.
Dominic.
Nah, Dominic's
Dominic.
a pedophile.
Here's the problem. Dominic is a pastor and shouldn't be.
Yeah. I was hoping he was.
God,
like
look at his face.
God, he is.
I mean, could you look?
Honestly, I don't know how much we're supposed to say like on YouTube about like I might have to bleep out. We think he's a pedophile.
Look at him.
Yeah. Jake said it more explicitly earlier, but we literally think he's definitely has been a pedophile. Dude, the weird, and now that he's actually a pastor, the weird like ups he was doing, like, oh, when's the last time you've been to a hospital room?
I don't pastor a church. I
pastor
pastors. Okay, fuck boy.
Good Lord. I love these Jubilee videos. It's so like
They really are good. Like this is Jubilee. I don't know who y'all are. Y'all probably never hear me say this, but y'all are producing some of the best content and like entertainment right now that exists.
that
from these
makes you
videos.
think.
Yeah.
There's like better content out there, but like as far as making you think and like providing like talks to people, like what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're talking about it. And I mean, there's other people that probably talk about it way smarter than we are. But it's so, I don't know. I love this kind of shit.
Yeah. Man, I did not guess that it was the gay dude. I totally believed him.
But we did say it was a strong
He
chance.
played really
Yeah.
well into the whole.
But he was gay. So that was kind of like just a good way of just.
But that was the thing. He used that to his advantage really well.
Yeah, because he also feels strongly about the fact that there
Yeah.
should be gay pastors.
Yeah.
That was well
good.
done.
He was good.
The girl should have
Dude,
made up
she-
something.
She sucks. She's
Upper Michigan, when asked what town.
She's not good on the spot. I think
Good
is what it is, like
Lord.
at all.
All right, guys, subscribe, whatever. We don't care.
Yeah,
Peace
go
out.
fuck yourself.